Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we are going to do some repair maintenance on locks, guys. Today we will touch more about Frizzed and Bumpy lock strands, which as well seems to be loose on the scalp service. So guys, I'm gonna take you through the repair maintenance. Welcome to my channel. Like my work, comment and share to your friends. This is the state of my lock strands. But first and foremost, guys, let's begin by examining the lock strands all together. As you can see, guys, the lock strands are matting together in a natural way due to lack of maintenance at times. And whenever the locks mat in a natural way, guys, they usually take this kind of form. They might tend to flatten, and they might also tend to be loose and frizzy. At times the locks, guys, will become bumpy. As you can see, some of the lock strands seems to be bumpy, guys. Have a look on some of the lock strands. They seem to be bumpy at certain levels. So guys, we are going to frizz the bumpy look as well as dealing with the frizzed hair and reattaching some of the lock strands which seems to be done in a messy way. For instance, this lock strand here seems to have fallen off over time, and my client just braided the lock strand. Now have a look, guys, see how it's coming out. Now we are going to reattach such as well as dealing with other lock strands which she had used same method to reattach. Have a look at this one. The wrong procedure of attaching the lock strands. Now by doing so, guys, the lock strands might not lock over time if you attach them wrongly. So let's undo. Have a look, guys, how the lock strands are coming out. So we are going to repair this. I'm going to take you through the repair process, and the lock strands seems to have been braided at this part. We need to take out the braided part. Why? Because the braided part chips in some stiffness in the locks. So the lock strand is not, flexible. It's kind of stiff. So we need to undo the braided part so that we can, lock the lock strand in a different texture. Let's undo the lock strand. That's it, guys. On this side as well, we also have some lock strands which have been attached wrongly. So we need to pull them out so that we can rectify the errors which were done, so that we can extend and give our lock strands longer life. That way, guys, have a look. We need to comb out this part also. This is the state of the locks after taking out some of the lock strands which had been attached to the lock strands wrongly. So now we are going to go ahead and rectify the errors by reattaching the lock strands through the best procedure, so that the lock strands can remain in position for as long as it takes. So step number one, guys, we are going to reattach the lock strands as well as aligning our locks in a way. Then step number two, we are going to deal with the frizzed hair as well as frizzing the bumps in our locks. Then number three of our styling, guys, we are going to do the interlocks at the roots. Let's observe and see how our hair transformation is gonna take place. Let's do the parting. This is true transformation, and we kicked off by repairing the nape area. The first row is totally done. We have gone ahead and repaired a lock strand here. Guys, I'm gonna show you another way of attaching the lock strand in place, which can last like forever, guys. Remember, here we did the first method whereby we just attached the log strand like that, then did the grafting. We did the the grafting by attaching the log strand without separating the two portions. This time round, guys, I'm gonna show you another way, and the way is, pick your portion. For instance, this is my portion. Try and lose it. Take off the lint and the dent hair strands that seems to be in place. Then I'm gonna separate it into two. That way. It's a slow down version just for our beginners, guys. I'm gonna separate it into two that way. Then I'm gonna separate my log strand into two as well, that way. And how am I gonna graft the log strand in place? Guys, kick off by picking the portion, one of the portions. Remember, the main portion was divided into two. Pick one of the portions and attach it to another portion from the hair strand, which is from the roots. Then wrap it in anti-clockwise manner towards the roots, that way. Then the remaining portion from the roots, try and wrap it in clockwise manner, that way, to a certain level. Pick your crochet and affirm the hair strands in place. Remember, guys, I'm using a double hooked crochet tool, which is 0.5 mm, and just to talk about the process and what happens whenever you're doing the crocheting technique. Guys, let's first finish up this portion here. Let's attach it. That way, guys, the log strand seems to be in place, but remember that we just attached two portions. Now the remaining two portions, pick them, pick them. You can begin by wrapping around in a clockwise manner the portion from the roots. Wrap it loosely, guys, don't be tight. We don't want to make our point of intersection to be stiff, so wrap it that way. Pick the remaining portion from the log strand. Remember, the portion from the roots went anti-clockwise. That is, it went clockwise. So the remaining portion will go anti-clockwise towards the roots, that way. Now, both portions have just overlapped each other. Pick your crochet tool and do your normal, crocheting technique. And remember that whenever you're doing crochet, guys, I need to elaborate this because we have been talking on such on our previous tutorials. So you can as well revisit the channel, guys, for such tutorials. Just to elaborate further on the crocheting process and procedures, you need to know what happens whenever you're doing your crochet. And what happens is that the crochet picks hair strands, creating micro loops. Whenever the crochet goes back on multiple times, comes out with additional hair strands, thereby completing the previous micro loops. On such case, you end up tangling the hair more at that point of intersection, thereby the log strand remaining in place firmly. You just need to be cautious not to apply extra tension, since you might end up breaking the loops, and if you break the loops, you won't complete them, and the log strand will fall out of the portion over time. So that's how you graft it, guys. I hope you understood. So far so good. And as you can see, we have remastered our original parting. Have a look, guys. This is what we are going through, parting afresh and giving our logs a brand new perspective. I've left out some strands here so that we can work together. And these strands, guys, as you can have a look, Some have bumps, and the loose hair strands, guys, are very much overwhelming. So we are going to attach the loose hair strands to the main lock strand, as well as, you know, doing away with the bump. Guys, I'm going to show you a simple way on how to do away with this bump. After doing so, guys, I'm going to take you through this part. You need to have a recap of what I'm undergoing, so we are going to do this section all together. So let's kick off by dealing with the frizzed hair as well as the loose hair strands, and minimizing, you know, chances of having bumps on our lock strands. Kick off by parting your lock strands correctly. Then pick your crochet hook. Guys, for instance, I'm gonna use this single crochet hook. As usual, guys, I don't have to repeat myself. We have been talking about this crocheting method. This is how you fringe the bumps on your locks so that they can smoothen and, you know, stand out. That way, guys, have a look. Just a few seconds and the lock strands are in place. Guys, now we are done with the fringed and loosey hair strands from the back part. Now this is the remaining portion, and as I promised, I'm gonna take you through the, you know, the repair process. Some of the lock strands are not here. We need to reattach them, as well as sectioning the lock strands at the center to have a clean parting. So let's kick off by parting the center. We need a clean parting. So we are remastering the original parting, which was lost due to wrong maintenance. Remember, guys, to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, like my work, comment, share to your friends, and if you are blessed, guys, you can go ahead and support the channel by joining
now
membership.
We have just
done 3 strands on the parted area. Guys, on this section, just to take you through what I'm undergoing, we have 2 strands which are adjacent, and since we need to deal away with one of the strands, I'm going to take out this strand, but we are as well, guys, going to reuse such strand on this portion. So let's take out this strand, take it out. All right, let's go ahead and grab this particular part, do your sectioning. This kind of repair maintenance involves tedious work, so you just need to get prepared as you kick off so that you don't compromise your services. So attach the loose hair strands from the strand which we have just cut off. Attach them. Remember, guys, to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, like my work, comment, share to your friends, and if you are blessed, guys, you can go ahead and support the channel by joining membership. Guys, support my journey of transforming the society. That way, that's how you do the instant crochet, as you attach the loose hair strands which seems to be lying low on the scalp surface, so as to observe neatness. All right, let's attach the strand which we took off from this part to the front part. That is, let's kick off by parting the 2 portions. So, guys, remember, this is a tedious work, as we said there before as we began. So we just need to master the techniques and the processes that you need to adopt whenever you are doing a lock maintenance, so as to restore confidence as well as take care of your locks in a way that you kick out any burning issues that may lead to lock breakages. So cut off some of the lock strands, some of the hair strands, that is. So let's first attach this lock strand here. Comb out so as to get rid of any dent hair strands, as well as getting the lint out of the hair extension. Let's go ahead and attach the lock strand. Remember guys, we harvested this lock strand from this part here. So just attach your lock extension to the existing hair strands. That way, pick your crochet. This time around guys, I'm going to use this single crochet hook, and as usual, and as we have been talking there before, as well as showing such practically, push your crochet to and fro with speed, making some short movements while tilting the lock strand in clockwise and clockwise movements as well, moving backwards. Up to that point, the lock strand is already in place. Guys, we need to repeat a little bit so as to smoothen the lock strand, as well as taking care of any frizzed hair strands along the lock extension. That way guys, remember to tilt the lock strand in different directions, that is clockwise and anti-clockwise. Have a look how my fingers are moving clockwise and anti-clockwise. Have a look in a slow down fashion. The lock strand is in place. We have done the sectioning, that is remastering the original parting. I just did the parting afresh and reattached lock strands which seemed to be thin, and as we began, we experienced some lock strands falling off due to wrong method of attachment, and we replaced such strands, and this is the final look. In order to ascertain our perfection, we need to wash the lock strands so that we can experience how the lock strands will behave after they have been washed. Let's observe and see as to whether the lock strands will fall off. So let's do so guys. Just a quick reminder on how you should wash your lock strands. Guys, remember that on our previous tutorial I well elaborated such, and I'm willing to repeat such. Guys, we said that you should use your finger cushions. These are the finger cushions guys, to thumbnail the skull to and fro from the crown area to the nape area. Then you should as well guys use your palms to palm knead the scalp as well as you do the massage movements, so that you can get rid of dirt and oil, and that's how you palm knead the lock strands, as well as taking out dirt and build-ups from the scalp. Move backwards in clockwise movements as you go to as you approach the nape area. Do your clockwise movements and do your anti-clockwise movements as well, going backwards, approaching the crown area. Then you can as well guys do some circular movements using your thumbs, what now we call the thumb knitting. Thumb knit towards the nape area, then thumb knit in anti-clockwise manner towards the crown area. I'm happy that we are through, considering that this was a tedious process. It was much tiring, and if you can closely have a look on the log strands, seems to have body, and this is the kind of log strands that we want to maintain henceforth, having a look on both sides. All the log strands seems to have same volume. So we have parted the log strands, we have remastered the original parting, and for more about this kind of log maintenance, guys, you can revisit my channel for such. Part 2 of our styling, guys, we are going to interlock the log strands. So move with me to part 2 of the styling. Thank you guys for staying locked on my channel. Thank you for choosing to watch my content to the end. I hope, guys, you have considered sharing my work, you have liked my work, and left a comment. So let's meet in the next tutorial, guys.